Okay, so we have returned back to 50 in, 50 out. We're going to do a recap real quick before we continue. We're in the DIR setup mode by pressing the set button and plugging in the battery. Okay, once that's on, we went through and we mechanically 90'd our servos, set up the CCPM by picking the odd man out, reversing a single servo, then using the swash picks menu to reverse the movements themselves. Went back, we added electronical subtrim to 90 the servos and level the swash plate by adjusting the links. We then went through and got 0 degrees of pitch on our blades to make sure our swash plate was center of travel. We set up our maximum positive and negative pitch range for both the cyclic and collective pitch. So now we are at all of our neutral positions. So when we return to 50 in, 50 out, this is going to be neutral, which means 90 degrees here, 90 here, and 90 here, or 0 degrees, whatever you want to call it. This is really important. Make sure we're at 50 in, 50 out before you push this set button. And so what's going to happen now is we're going to enter into, I believe, the elevator limit, and then we're going to go into the elevator correction direction, then the aileron limit and aileron correction direction. So go ahead and push the button one time, just real quick, okay, and you'll see we moved over a light. So now what we want to do is we want to take our elevator, try to move only the elevator, and move it all the way forward and hold it there. Try not to move. You'll notice we've got a flashing light. It's teaching the system our entire travel. So go ahead and release it, okay? So we've taught the system our full travel for elevator. Okay, so now we're going to push the set button again, and you'll notice we've got a new light. So now what we need to do is test our elevator correction. What I do is I tilt the heli forward. The swash plate should tilt backwards. Okay, so let's test that out. Okay, that's just a quick forward nudge. You'll notice it goes backwards. You can do the same, tilt it backwards. It should go forwards. Forwards, it should go backwards. Okay, so we know that that's correct. You know, it centers pretty quick, so you can kind of keep nudging it if you want. But I know that that's in the right direction. If it's not, what you do is I believe you're going to want to use, let me see here, you're going to use the elevator to either reverse it or make it normal or reverse. So you'll notice if we got a red light there, when I tilt forward, swash plate goes forward with me. That's a no-no. It's got to go in the opposite direction. So I want to be on green. If I tilt forward, swash plate tilts backwards. Once you've got that, go ahead and press the set button. Okay, now we're going into aileron limits. So same thing, just the aileron stick, move it all the way over and hold it. Light's going to be flashing. I like to hold it for a couple seconds here. Okay, go ahead and release. Same thing, we're going to press the set button. Now we're going to do the same process, but we're going to do it right to left. When I tilt the heli left, swash plate should tilt the opposite direction. Okay. Get a better view here, and I believe we're getting the correct movement out of that. You'll notice left is right, right is left, left is right, right is left. So once that's done and we push this button, the swash plate's going to jump up and down a couple times. Okay, so here we go. We're going to push the button. Okay, it's going to blink and it's going to jump up and down a few times. We are now done with the programming on the 3GX. We're in the mode right now that you would basically fly in. All that's left to do now is the rudder setup, and we got to set up our throttle, pitch curves, and the rudder gyro. But that's going to be the DIR setup process and teaching of the fly barless system. So go ahead and get your helicopter to this position here, and we will continue.